Manchester United. You will never forget to amaze me. You will never stop to amaze me. We need to talk about Bryan Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Benjamin Sesko. Can we all say, and some elements, can we all say now, with our full chest, with our hands up, that Manchester United's transfer window was the best transfer window this season? These guys, when you put that in context, when you put that statement that I just made in context, you understand that this transfer window, what these people mean to Manchester United, is second to none. What these people that are playing for Manchester United mean to us, it is second to none. I repeat it for the second time. Because if you look at Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha alone, they are unmatched winners that we expected it, but I did not expect it to be this good. I did not expect them to have this impact this early. It is Manchester United after all. These people are coming from playing for Wolves and Brentford, and they are absolutely dominating in a way that now there's a question on who is the best player for Manchester United. That question makes it better for us. It makes it better, and I'm yet to even talk about the game, and I'm going to talk about it. So hold your horses. Let's all revel in the magnificence of Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. It is beautiful to say Bryan Mbeumo today could have the claim of being the best player on the pitch. Matheus Cunha has the claim of being the best player of the pitch. Bruno Fernandes has the claim of being the best player on the pitch, people. It is beautiful for us to have these talented players. It is. And we are going to talk about the game from the start to the finish, like we usually do here on Pillar Sport. But we need to enjoy it. We need to just sit back and enjoy what we saw. Because when I tell you that this was breathtaking, we needed this. United fans needed this. If you are not following us on TikTok, you can go check it out. The game was so good that I made a video and posted it. Dancing. They got me, boys. They got me dancing. That's how good it was. And that right there is something that it's a sign of Manchester United doing better. Before Liverpool finishes their game, Manchester United currently sit fourth in the Premier League. And I know that there are still games to be played tomorrow. And we cannot say that all of a sudden that is our position. But for the way we started the season, the way people spoke about Manchester United, for the way we started the season, the way people spoke about us, I am telling you, we did not expect this to be the case. We did not expect us to be in this position at this time. But I kept on telling you guys, I kept on saying it. Manchester United is not as bad as people make it out to be. Right now, as we sit, we are 16 points. Arsenal are 19 points with a game to play tomorrow. If Arsenal loses the game against Crystal Palace, of course, gets 16 points. So they need to draw this game. But let's not even focus on that. Let's talk about Manchester United. The game started in a very good way. The lineup was nice. I did not predict this as my lineup, but the lineup was nice. We had Lament, we had Lenny Yoro come back into the game. We have Matthijs de Ligt, of course, ever present. And then we have Luke Shaw that has absolutely been playing breathtaking football in the past. In the past 3 games, he has been playing well. And of course, in the wing-back position, we have Ahmad and Diallo. Now, the key part about this situation is that Patrick Dogu has probably lost his place in this team. He is not doing the things that we expect him to do. And then in the midfield, we have Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. And then the number 10 position was Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. And then, of course, Benjamin Sesko. And in this game was no short of remarkable style of play. It did not start. In fact, it started in our favor. We started playing better. And in the time between the 5th minute to the 15th minute, Brighton took over. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we have a long day on our hands. But no, it is not just like that. We took over in the 20th minute. we started putting rows and rows of pressure. Bear in mind, that referee, it's a penalty on Ahmad. Without a doubt, that right there is a penalty, without a doubt. That small touch, that if I don't think he touched it. But we keep on going, we keep on pushing, we kept on playing better, even after we did not get the penalty. And what a breathtaking finish for Matheus Cunha. Bear in mind, Matheus Cunha hasn't scored a goal for Manchester United since he joined from Wolves. But what a way to score for Manchester United. The first touch was pitch perfect. He touched it into space and wrapped it around the defender for a beautiful goal that the goalkeeper could do nothing but watch go in. And it was not going to stop there. From a beautiful interception from Luke Shaw. Bear in mind, we need to even give Luke Shaw the credit, because Rúben Amorim set up this team and Luke Shaw had the opportunity and had the duty to go into that midfield and dispossess Ruta. I told you guys in my preview that Ruta is probably going to play the 10, and he is so creative because he's also a striker. Luke Shaw was taxed to go in and intercept every ball that is coming into Ruta, and he did it perfectly. That even at this particular time, his interception went perfectly to Casemiro. Casemiro wrapped the ball, but he hit Ayari, and he went in the back of the net. That's 2-0. And of course, you can say, oh, that is luck. Bro, in football, you need a little luck. And that right there is the beautiful part about it. We got the luck that we needed. It went in, it's 2-0. And Old Trafford is jumping. We are going into the first half with 2-0. If there's one thing that Manchester United holds in the record, is that when we score first and when we go into the halftime leading, we tend to win that game. And then we come into the second half and I'm like, boys, we need to focus. The energy that we brought into this team, we need to keep it up. And we did not fail. And I told you guys, if there's one thing that we know about Fabian Hosler, he's going to change the game by putting 3 new players in a substitution opportunity. He brought on Watson, he brought on James Milner, he brought on Diego Gomez. Bear in mind, Watson is a freaking electric player. James Milner is James Milner. We all know who he is. And then in this situation, I'm like, oh my God, we need to focus, because at this point, they had gotten, going into the halftime, they had gotten momentum. And then, of course, at the end of the halftime, it switched back to Manchester United. But then when you look into the start of the second half, Man United had the ball. Man United wanted the ball. Man United stepped up playing, kept on playing. And this is the best time. This is the, oh my God, we felt so confident. Confidence was oozing through our veins. It was confidence upon confidence, and these boys were playing good football. We kept on playing, we kept on pushing, we kept on fighting. And then Benjamin Šeško, even though he did not score today, he got the assist. The beautiful pass to Bryan Mbeumo. Mbeumo did the rest. Mbeumo did the rest because it was just beautiful. Understanding where the Lewis Dunk is, hitting the ball in between Lewis Dunk's legs to go in the back post was pitch perfect. I told you guys when we were buying Bryan Mbeumo that we would have someone now that can take a half chance and turn it into a goal. And we are seeing that right now. Bryan Mbeumo now has 4 goals for Manchester United. 4 goals in 9 games. 4 goals. That's crazy. That's good numbers right there. I understand it's not Erling Haaland numbers, but that right there for Manchester United as a transitional team is good numbers. You understand? That's good numbers. And then 3-0, everybody thinks, now we need to chill. Now we need to just ride this game out. Let's see what our bench has to offer. And right there is where the problem lied. Because we brought on Aiden Heaven, really good player. We brought on Patrick Dogu, another good player. We brought on Kobbie Mainoo for Casemiro, for Ahmad, and for Luke Shaw. And I'm like, yes, we still have the control of the game. But then the problem started. There was no control anymore. The midfield was bypassed. We kept on shooting long. There was no way that we could hold the ball on the pitch, on the midfield. And that was what was literally, I was shouting at my TV, hold the ball, calm them down in any way you can, calm it down. And then they got a direct free kick. And Danny Welbeck, like clockwork at Old Trafford, puts the ball in the back of the net. Now, I think Sané Lemens, he could have done it in that situation. He could have done a lot better. Don't get me wrong, I'll put my hands up. But I don't think it was a free kick at all, because you literally see Patrick Dogu back up. You literally see him lose the ball. You literally see that you had every single thing under control. And that free kick, yes, he scored a free kick. And then we move into the next, and then he brought on Ugarte. Now we need to control the ball. But what the mistake he did was that he took off Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha that would bring the ball up and literally be a release valve. Now, don't get me wrong, Matheus Cunha was tired. And so bringing on Ugarte definitely solidifies the midfield in front of the defense. He brought on Joshua Zirkzee, and it was good to see Joshua Zirkzee on the pitch again. But Joshua Zirkzee is out of pace. Joshua Zirkzee has not played much in this season, so he did not look sharp. But that was where problem kept on starting, because in front post, Joshua Zirkzee, when I tell you he wasn't looking sharp, he was not sharp to go cover the front post. And then Kostoulas scored the second goal. And I'm like, oh my goodness, there's no way we are going to blow a 3-0 lead. There's no way we were going to blow a 3-0 lead. And then a beautiful dummy from an assist from Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven hits the ball. It was looking like it was going to Bruno, but Bruno, understanding who was running in behind him, does a dummy, takes two players out already without even saying Jack Nielsen. Takes two players out, and he lands to Bryan Mbeumo. And what did I tell you about Bryan Mbeumo? Bryan Mbeumo is magic. Bryan Mbeumo can score from half chances, and he capitalized, scoring 2 goals. And of course, he gave us this. Whoa. He gave us wine to the max, people. And we need to be excited about this situation, because Manchester United right now is sitting 4th place. And guess what? They are losing to Brentford. Let me even check again. They are losing. Liverpool just scored, but they are losing to Brentford 3-2. Is the game over? I think the game might be over. 95 minutes. Of course, they gave Liverpool 7 minutes. 95 minutes. But this is beautiful, people. Manchester United are playing football. Manchester United are on a new one, and we are seeing a spirit. We are feeling good. And the best part about this situation, if you take anything from this video, and of course, comment down below if you hear the best part, because I want to see the people that have reached the last part of the video, is Manchester United are playing with confidence. And the key word right there is confidence. So make sure you guys comment down below. Anybody that have got into this place, comment down below, confidence, keyword. Because Manchester United, if we continue playing like this, we can beat whoever. Bring them up. United. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment. Make sure you guys get active. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.